Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm here. What's up, peeps? I'm here. It's hotter than lava. I think it's about 2:30. Y'all's cousin, little brother, however you want to claim him, he is out here walking his path, his green mile, trying to get right. If you're going and getting off, going and getting off, rock it out, rock it the F out. Now, you already know, always take time for yourself, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, a day or two. Please unselfishly, but selfishly though, put yourself first. Because if you don't put yourself first, how in the hell are you going to take care of others? Exactly. Now, we all know that you can stay on the hamster wheel and go around and around and around and around, but that is just honestly the definition of insanity, because you're not going to get a different result. You're just looping yourself over and over again through your confusion. But if you go down to the water and drink, then we all can understand that we're getting something different in our system. We're drinking, we're trying to see things clearer, okay? Cooling off a little bit, getting our minds right. It's not perfect down at the water, but at least we're not stuck in this endless loop. Y'all, for real, like just expecting a different result, doing the same things over and over again. And I'm talking about us personally. I'm talking about religious stuff, school systems, humanity, baby. I'm just saying, court systems, like all of this, the politics. We're seeing everything's always been the same, y'all. And nobody's ever got a different result. I don't care which side you're on, which nobody should be on a side. We should just stop allegedly voting. Allegedly. Because to me, it's a theory of mine that it's fake, it's not real, and whatever, okay? Whatever. I'm just saying. But to each is their own, like, whatever. I gotta quit saying whatever. But I'm just trying to keep it copacetic, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to offend anybody, because for one, I'm not a political channel. I'm very spiritual. I deal with cryptids. But I'm just, sometimes it seeps in, like, it seeps in slow, like a slow water leak. It drips at first, and then after a while you start getting a puddle, and then the puddle turns down into, you know, it starts flowing out, and then now you're looking at your floor and it's wet, if y'all get what I'm putting down, and you're like, well, I might need to pay attention to this, which I do, but I don't, because it's all the Truman Show. And I'm just saying, if you really pay attention to his story, which keeps getting rewritten, everything is the same. There has never been nothing that has changed. There has been laws, yes, it has passed, but it hasn't made much of a big difference. It's like they babysit an era for a little bit, put a little band-aid on it, and then they rip it off with something else that comes, or put some type of agenda, you know, to say, well, it wasn't really something we gave you. You thought that you had this, you know, law, or you thought that you had this type of freedom, or you thought that you could speak however you wanted, or you thought that you could put whatever you wanted on the internet. But you can't. You can't, because we've been controlled, and now they're just not playing anymore, allegedly, you know? Just saying, I felt that from my spirit. So like I said, y'all, I'm not a superhero, and if I had magical powers, I promise you I would show you and tell you, because I would start a covenant of great beings of all around the realms and systems, and we would fight for the right to heal this planet. But I ain't got no powers yet. Maybe they'll come one day, who knows? But if I did have any type of magical power, I promise y'all I would be putting all my energy on fixing the planet, getting the corruptness out, getting the demons detached from certain people that have power. Maybe have enough strength to go up against the people that have never passed away. They keep jumping bodies, and they live forever, dude. They just keep jumping spheres. It's like the Alchemy of Souls. If y'all want to see something to really wake your mind up, watch the Alchemy of Souls on Netflix. I'll try to put a picture up. I'm serious. because it really shows how these people have the power to take the soul out of the body, put their soul into the body, and walk around, because we are souls and vessels too. If you believe in reincarnation, I haven't always looked like this. You know what I mean? But my soul has always been the same, but my outside appearance has always changed in my beliefs of reincarnation or resets or simulation, resets, Mandela effects, all of that plays into part. So I just want to put that out there as well. Why, you know how I get. Y'all know how I get. I start rambling, baby squirrel on that. But I do want to pray for humanity. I want us little guys to win. And I say this all the time, like, evil does whatever it wants, when it wants, how it wants. Good always follows these rules. And I guess if we didn't have rules, we would just be as bad as evil, right? But sometimes I feel like good got to break some more rules. Because we've been sitting around for millennia going through this dumb shit, and nothing's changing. And then we're going to get this disclosure, which we already knew these beings were here. Like, if they been here. But there's so many people trapped up in their own fake reality that nothing exists, and that everything is either see it or believe it. So they have to, like I said, put another band-aid on, release these beings, start saying, yes, UFOs are real. I mean, when are they going to tell us that there's, we have a center in our own earth, let alone over the ice wall? There's what I believe in theory, that I've done research, and we don't know if this is to be true, is 172 more sectors, all connected like a nucleus, and there's a line, then there's another one, so I don't know. It's been a rough week for me, though. If y'all can't tell, I am serious. It's been a rough week. But no matter what we go through, we turn our cheeks in humanity. And then sometimes humanity gotta what? Use them motherfucking feet, baby. Sometimes you gotta use your feet. I don't think that it's the first option ever, but I don't think it should be the last result either. It could be somewhere in the middle. Sometimes you gotta show, you gotta pop out and do things, but the way the balance is, others cannot do what others can. I'm gonna tell you that now. And everybody knows it's history. It's never gonna change. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are breaking, the ignorance, and on both sides of, being raised wherever, South, like I'm in the South, and I have a multitude of friends. I've dated a multitude of different people. And I've met a lot of people that wouldn't, and a lot of people that's like, ew, gross, no. But, that's their opinion, on both sides. But I can't hang around somebody that is to the point of where certain people can be prejudiced, certain people can be racist. So I don't want to hang around either one of those at all. And I can't, because there's no point. It puts me, I don't want to be in the middle. You're either here or you're there. You're either on the good or you're on the bad. There's no middle, and there's a lot of people still in this little middle. You know what I mean? Just wavering in the middle. I guess they're trying to keep the peace, and I get it in a sense. That's not even the right word. But it's just like there's no gray area when it comes to good and evil, dude. There's none. You're either on it or you're not. You know what I mean? And it's just, we could talk about it till we're blue in the face, like march about it, preach about it, cry about it, pray about it. What the hell's working? Until the release has been released from the releasers, or something comes to release us by taking over the releasers, and I hope that they're good too. What are we supposed to do? And I think that's the funny part and the sad part about it. I say funny because it's like, we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. And they're laughing at us. It's like that movie, what is it, Carrie? They're all gonna laugh at you. For the old people, older people, not old, but I mean, I'm old as hell too. But the older generation, and people that are into the horror movies and things like that. I don't know what he's doing. He's checking the door. Thank you. That was great. But yeah, so I think I just lost thought there. But anyway, yeah, but you know, like they're gonna laugh at us. But like I said, I'm talking about till I'm blue in the face. I'm just as frustrated with a lot of things, you know, personal and, you know, with humanity. And like I said, there's people out there with powers. I know they have powers. It's just, are you just in the middle, or you just don't care, or you're with the evil, you know? And if you are with the good, we need to start training more people, like finding people, you know, calling people to their call, opening up people, opening up their chakras, opening up their magic, opening up who they are, you know what I mean? And, you know, we may have a good chance on just having a Care Bear war, you know? Yeah, we all stand together, bitch, we're doing this, you know? But, I don't know. Wishful thinking. And this is probably not the first or last time I've said it. And I'm not talking about on this video. I'm talking about in my different realities. I feel that I've always been this type of person. I'm just tired now. And I just realized that there's nothing we can do. And I don't want to feel like it's hopeless. Because there's something in me when I say that. I don't believe that. So, you know, I don't even believe that there's nothing we can do. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know, man. It's crazy, but I love you guys. Y'all know who I am. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. We threw in turning our cheeks. We threw in taking time for ourselves. We go down to the water and drink. You already know the spiel. But I just had to say what was on my heart, man. I didn't expect to get on and say all of this, but once it starts flowing, I'm gonna get the going. And I have a fan out here that I want to cut on because these gnats are a gnatting and these chiggers are a chiggering, if y'all know what those are. So yeah, and I said chiggers. But anyway, a little more of a sense of humor right there, folks. But I hope you guys do have a good weekend. I hope you guys enjoying the videos. I'm gonna try to get some more videos out. It has been hard to even focus. I have been dealing with talking to a lot of different doctors, filling out a lot of paperwork. I am just exhausted, like mentally. And I feel like I'm losing the drive to want to do anything right now, to be honest. And I'm not gonna let it overtake me. But if there's a gap in some videos, just know I'm taking a mental break. And normally my mental break is doing videos, but I'm in a space right now where I just want to do nothing. And it's not in a bad way. It's more like I want to focus on getting up in the morning and meditating and sitting out in the evenings and disconnecting from my phone more, because I'm on it all the time. If I don't have my earbud in and my phone playing something, I'm in front of my computer. I'm literally working on my computer and listening to something, you know, and I'm just all connected. So, well, I love you guys. Y'all guys are my friends in my head. Y'all know that. Your sister from another mister. Continue to send us good energy. I send you great energy. Shout out to all the light beings, all the great creatures and the humans that are out there. And I just hope one day, if one of you guys hear this message, just know there are some humans like me that care. And what y'all gonna do? I'll see you guys next week. Peace.